Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that's in my home today. This is my living room. They're doing work at the office. You know, it be like that sometimes. Today in the news, Activision Blizzard shareholders approve the sale to Microsoft. We have the official numbers, and by an overwhelming 98%, shareholders voted in favor of the deal and Microsoft's potential takeover of the company. According to the Security and Exchange Commission's filing, SEC, the final vote was 539 million shares for and 9 million against. Today's overwhelmingly supportive vote by our stockholders confirms our shared belief that, combined with Microsoft, we will be even better positioned to create great value for our players, even better opportunities for our employees, and to continue our focus on becoming an inspiring example of a welcoming, respectful, and inclusive workplace, said Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick, who, the article notes, is in line to receive a sizable golden parachute deal should he exit the company after the deal closes. But now actually comes the hard part, as the new company would make Microsoft the third biggest video game company after Tencent and Sony. But first, they need to get through all the regulatory checks, a Congress that is none too keen about the inner workings of Activision Blizzard, and the Federal Trade Commission, as well as its counterparts in the EU and China. So it is by no means done yet, and they've got a long road ahead of them to 2023. But those shareholders with Activision Blizzard support this buyout. In other news, over on Game Developer, they report that Meta, Mark Zuckerberg's version of the future, spent nearly $3 billion in the first quarter of 2022. Meta's Reality Labs division, a roughly 17,000 employee strong arm of Meta that works in the VR and AR space to create software and hardware like the Quest and Horizon Worlds, has been working very hard on creating Mark Zuckerberg's version of the future. But apparently, the future is very expensive and still pretty confusing. In comments to investors, Meta CEO Zuckerberg said that the browser-based version of Horizon Worlds and its shared world metaverse app for MetaQuest 2 will be coming later this year. A new virtual reality headset called Project Cambria will also debut in 2022 and will be aimed at the professional market. The device is meant to replace your laptop or work setup and will feature advanced eye tracking tech. But again, no matter how much money Zuck throws at all this stuff, no matter what kind of plans he has talking about the future and replacing your laptop, it all comes down really to two things. One, there's no way you're going to convince the Zoomer generation to put on a headset and sit around in a house or give up their laptop and suddenly go into your created world for them. That is the exact opposite of what they want. Just studies alone show that younger people want more experiences, more shared experiences, and to experience other people's experiences. They don't want to put on a headset and sit at home and go to a crappy VR world. That is not going to sell with them. And because it's not going to sell with them, it's not going to sell with businesses. And that brings me to number two, which is this bizarre logical loop that Zuck has, which is he needs people on the platform to be there and create content for his platform, content that he is then going to take 50% of. Who's going to do that? What company's going to do that? None of this makes sense to me. If they weren't spending $3 billion a quarter, maybe they could charge less to use the platform. The whole thing is insane. Am I insane for thinking this is insane? Am I the crazy one? Please, in the comments below, let me know what you think, because honestly, the more I hear about Meta, the more I'm like, this is folly. This is folly. Speaking of folly, it's time for your Crenminute.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Crenminute, my once-a-week segment where I get to rant on whatever I want for a minute. This week, I'm going to be ranting about something that's a little nostalgic. Back in the day, I remember going to the store, whether it was Best Buy or GameStop or whatever it might be, and seeing all the PC boxes on the shelves. And it was fun to look through all the PC games and be like, what's this game? You pick it up, you look at it, kind of like going to Blockbuster or any of those places, right? You're like, oh, maybe I should check this one out. But now, all you have is the Steam new and trending. That's the number one thing you can see. And it's just filled with anime games, a couple indie titles, some mainstream game that's probably mediocre, and then like a couple like real good games. And that's really about it. And I just miss those days of going to the store and looking at some of those actual giant boxes with huge instruction manuals in it. And, that's my old man rant. That's the Crenminute.
Thanks, Crendor. I didn't have any papers today, so I decided to gently tap this Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker notebook. It's not the same, I know, but neither is this whole episode. Anyway, thank you so much for supporting this, and especially everyone over on patreon.com/Jesse Cox, especially the great Aku, Josh, DeLacy, I hope I got that right, and Justin Roa. Thank you all. Thank you to everyone watching this again for another week. It means the world to me. Your support's awesome. Thank you for the shares and the likes and the comments and the subscriptions. I'm blown away by it. All right, that's it. I'll see y'all Monday.